Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very special day because it is spring closet cleanout day, and I am so excited because this year I am taking you guys along with me and showing you my process. So every spring and fall I like to take inventory of what I have in my closet, what I'm wearing, what I'm not wearing, what has just randomly made its way into my closet, like currently my air conditioner is in my closet. And so every spring and fall season, I like to do a big closet clean out. I find that it really helps ground me, clear out all the excess that is holding me back. I'm really big on clearing up energy and just getting rid of whatever's no longer serving me. And so yeah, this is something I look forward to twice a year, and today's the day. So naturally, I'm gonna have to show you what my closet looks like beforehand, and so here it is in all of its glory. I personally like to utilize the Marie Kondo method, and if you haven't seen, there is this series on Netflix called Tidying Up with Marie Kondo. And basically it just shows you a very specific and unique process of organizing and tidying your spaces, and it really resonates with me. I love the approach she comes from. It's very energetic and almost meditative, and so I think that's why I gravitate towards it. I will be explaining her process throughout the video, so if you are unfamiliar with it, no worries, I've got you. I like to put my own little spin on it here and there too, which I'll be explaining that as well. But first and foremost, I clear everything out of my closet. Take it all out, show no mercy. Nothing is left behind. I think this is just easier for my brain to process, like, okay, we are doing this, we're in cleaning mode. And especially when you're working with small spaces like I am here, it would basically be impossible to just organize and clean out one area at a time. So in most cases, it just makes sense to take everything out. And I personally like to put it all on my bed so that I have to clear it out before I'm able to sleep that night. I have to make sure I've finished up the process. I can't quit halfway through. And so I will fit as much as I can onto my bed. That's where I like to do my sorting and all of that. And then once my closet space has been cleared out, I like to go in and physically clean it. So I will sweep it, as you can see. I like to dust down all the countertops, wipe down my drawers and cabinetry, whatever it is that I am organizing at that moment, in this case, my clothing closet. And then after I have physically cleaned it out, I like to energetically cleanse it as well. So for me, that looks like saging the closet, and later on, after everything has wrapped up, I like to sage it once more after I've put everything back in, just to clear out all of the energy that is stuck to our clothing pieces that may be lingering in my closet space, because again, we are doing this closet cleanse to clear out what is no longer serving us. So we have that intention. And before I start sorting through the contents of my closet, I personally like to just take a second and set an intention for, what I want this closet space to represent. Is there a specific goal that I am trying to reach? Is there something specific I'm trying to manifest that I can channel that version of myself and get into her headspace of, would she wear this item? Would she want to keep this? Would she hang on to this? Etc., etc., so that it kind of gives you guidelines and helps you think through, what you should keep, what makes sense to keep, all of that. So I do all of that at this stage. I will physically clean, energetically clean, and then set my intentions as well. And then it's time to dig in. So I typically start with my clothing pieces, just because that is the main focus of my closet, is my clothing items. Something that Marie Kondo teaches with her method is to take each item individually and check in with yourself. Is this something that, as she says, sparks joy for you? Just meaning, you know, is this something you could see yourself wearing? Does it still serve a purpose in your closet? And you know, this can be tricky at first when you're first getting going, like, what am I trying to figure out with this piece? For me, it's just whatever instinct comes to me first, like that. It's almost an immediate, like, yes, I want this. No, this doesn't make sense belonging in my wardrobe anymore. So really go with your instincts here. I know some of us have somewhat of like hoarding tendencies, and in that situation, I would challenge you to ask yourself if it's the clothing item that you're wanting to keep and hold on to, or is it the memories associated with that item? Because oftentimes, you know, as human beings, we do get emotional attachment to physical items. Something to help with that, if you do struggle with letting things go, is one, to circle back to that intention that you set. Is this a piece that's going to serve you for your intention, for your highest good, for your goals? And two, do you just want the memories that are attached to it? And if it is the memories, you know, I like to encourage people to either take another picture in the item before they let go of it, or search through and find pictures of themselves wearing the item, because the cool thing about memories is they live up here. They don't live in whatever clothing piece it is. And now I understand that some pieces are very sentimental. I have a few in my closet too. You don't have to get rid of them. I'm just saying, if you're finding yourself struggling to let go of basically everything, maybe take a step back and check in with yourself there. So you'll see me throughout my process here sorting my items into 3 different piles. I have a keep pile, a donate pile, and then a sell pile. Those are the 3 that work for me. I am personally not comfortable throwing anything away, just because I know how horrible the textile waste is within the fashion industry, unless it is something that just absolutely cannot be donated, like used underwear or really holey socks or things like that. And in that case, I will find a fabric recycling drop off. I know at least throughout New York, they have bins where you can just take your fabric waste and dump it there, and it will be recycled ethically. So keep, donate, and sell. Now with my sell pile, I put all of my things on Poshmark, which I will leave a link below to my Poshmark closet. I just added all of the things that I was selling from this specific closet cleanse to my Poshmark closet last night. So there are a bunch of new items on there. Definitely go check them out if you're interested. I am throwing in a free surprise jewelry piece with every purchase, and so definitely check that out. There's some good stuff on there. If you guys would ever be interested in me creating a video on how I choose items to sell on Poshmark, how I list them, how I became a Poshmark ambassador, because I'm part of their ambassador program, which is really cool, I would be more than happy to do that. Just let me know in the comments below. But I would say for selling, my 2 recommendations are to use Poshmark or Depop. They make it really, really easy to sell your used or gently worn clothing items that are trendy, and you know, you can make some extra cash doing that as well. I always like to take my earnings from whatever I sell and put them towards buying new pieces for my wardrobe. So that's kind of how I go about that. So then I repeat this process with my shoes, accessories, whatever it is that has been in my closet that I took out, I will go through this exact same process with those pieces. Another thing that is very important in the Marie Kondo method that I also find extremely important in my own personal practice is showing gratitude for your items. Gratitude is so important, not only with closet cleanses, but just for life in general. When speaking about your closet and when we're clearing it out, it's important to remember that at one point in time, the pieces in there served a purpose in your life. You bought these pieces for a reason, right? When I'm taking my pieces one by one to decide if I'm keeping them or not, when I tap into that energy and if I decide that, you know what, this piece isn't serving me anymore, I take a second, literally I will close my eyes and say, thank you for the purpose you have served, I release you. And then I fold it up nicely because we want to show respect to our items, right? So even with the donate or sell items, I will fold them neatly and then place them in their corresponding pile. Gratitude, 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 so important. So after we have gone through all of our items, it's important to keep things organized, keep them tidy, keep them clean. I made sure everything inside the drawers was organized and neat, and it just, you know, it looks put together. I feel like that goes a really long way. And so I like to start just kind of reassembling my closet. You can see here, I put my shoes back into their place. I love having my shoes out on display, and it was really good. I'm getting rid of about 10 pairs of shoes, which for me is great because, as you can see, I do not have a very big closet. You gotta love New York. I counted, I think I only have around 15 pairs of shoes now, which is really good for someone who is so interested in fashion. And then from there, I add all my clothes in, and then any remaining miscellaneous items that just have to be stored in the closet. If I wasn't in New York and had more storage space, I would not be putting my steamer in here. I wouldn't put my air conditioner in here, anything like that. But you have to work with what you have, and as long as everything looks cohesive, put together, you know, all you can do is your best. But that is it, you guys. That is my closet cleanse process. After I put everything back into my closet, I did, like I said, go in, do another round of saging, set some intentions for the clothing and shoes and accessories and whatnot that were in there. And I feel so much lighter now. I have room in my closet, which, what a concept. And I know that I'll be making a good amount of money too by selling the pieces that were just sitting in my closet. I think it's really fun to reward yourself with a shopping trip as soon as you have completed your closet cleanse. I know that's one of my favorite parts of doing it, is clearing out all the old and getting ready to buy the new. That's always a fun treat for me. So right after I was done, I started building a style mood board for myself for the spring, and I'm looking forward to shopping. I think I'm gonna go sometime next week, and so I would encourage you guys to reward yourself in some way too, because it is an intense process. I would book off a whole day for it if you're gonna do it right, but really have fun with it. Like the whole time I was just jamming out to music, and it's a very freeing process, and it can be fun. It can even be meditative at times too. And so, you know what? None of us enjoy big cleaning processes like this usually, but make the most of it, have fun, and just know that you're doing a really good thing by clearing out all of the energy that is no longer serving you within your closet. That is it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. And if you did enjoy this video, if you found it helpful, if you picked up a few new tips and tricks, be sure to give it a like as well. Happy spring cleaning, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.